50 years after the Tangshan earthquake, many high-risk areas around the world still have big gaps in early warning, safe buildings, and emergency response. What shared system does the whole world need to build up most urgently? What practical steps can we take to improve international cooperation and get real results?
Hello, Ms. Shendwei. Thank you for inviting me. It is a pleasure to join you and contribute to this special program marking the 50th anniversary of the Tangshan earthquake. This is first and foremost a moment of remembrance. We honor the lives lost, the families forever changed, and the extraordinary courage of survivors and responders. Tangshan is remembered not only as a tragedy, but also as a story of recovery, rebuilding, and human resilience. Today, we understand more clearly that disasters are not inevitable or natural. While we cannot prevent earthquakes from occurring, we can greatly reduce their potential to become devastating disasters. The United Nations helps countries do exactly that. My organization, the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, supports countries in understanding and reducing the disaster risks they face. We do this by bringing together all relevant parties from government and outside of government, because disaster prevention is everyone's responsibility. International cooperation and solidarity are critical to this, which is why I'm thankful for China's role in championing international cooperation in disaster risk reduction, including through its Belt and Road Initiative. This spirit of solidarity is also reflected in the International Day in memory of the victims of earthquakes observed every year on 29th of April. The day honors those who have lost and calls for global action to reduce future risks. We need to shift the global discourse so that international cooperation is not seen as charity for less developed countries, but as a mutually beneficial arrangement. After all, in today's interconnected world, a single disaster can have far-reaching effects across borders and sectors, affecting people, but also supply chains and commerce. I see three areas that would benefit from greater cooperation. First, in financing resilience building. Financing resilience before disasters is much cheaper and more effective than financing response and reconstruction. In the case of infrastructure, the small additional cost to make them disaster resilient in developing countries can generate 4 times the savings in avoided losses. We must invest in making homes, hospitals, schools, transport systems, and other essential infrastructure resilient to both earthquakes and climate hazards. Second, strengthening early warning systems. As earthquake early warning technologies continue to evolve, international cooperation can help to advance the science, strengthen seismic monitoring networks, and share technical expertise. The same cooperation is equally vital for earthquake-generated tsunamis, where international warning systems can provide much longer lead times. We saw an example of this in 2025 when an 8.8 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Russia triggered tsunami warnings that were shared across the Pacific Ocean, countries including small island developing states. Third, enhancing recovery readiness. No country should have to learn only through tragedy. China's own experience is very important here. Tangshan's recovery after the 1976 earthquake is a powerful example of long-term reconstruction and urban renewal after immense loss. And after the 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, recovery efforts showed how reconstruction can be an opportunity to rebuild in ways that are safer and more resilient than before. International partnerships can help countries exchange these lessons. One mechanism to support this is the International Recovery Platform, which helps countries share lessons and enhance their readiness for resilient recoveries. If I were to identify one priority for joint international action, it would be to make disaster risk reduction a central part of every development decision. This means considering how and where we build our cities, how we use natural resources such as our forests and oceans, and how we take care of the most at risk in our societies, including people living in poverty, women, older persons, and persons with disabilities. The cumulative effect of these decisions is what determines our vulnerability and can make the difference between a devastating disaster and a passing event. This is a collective responsibility. International organizations, governments, businesses, academia, the media, civil society, and communities all have a role to play.